So, welcome to the session. We are studying the book Beyond the Mind. We are on page 29. We are starting a new section. What is the section? Meditation on Twin Hearts. So, this section, this entire section, the next 5, 6, 7 pages, this is about meditation on Twin Hearts. Now, you see, you have to understand these books, how these books were made. Master Choa used to stand on stage during his classes, workshops, and so on, and he would talk about a variety of subjects. So, what he said was being transcribed, it was being categorized and put into these books. Now, why I'm telling you this is one should not read this section expecting that this is the like the authoritative description of meditation on twin hearts. No, it is not. This is just some additional information about meditation on twin hearts. What we should do if we want to understand meditation on twin hearts better, it is better to read the basic pranic healing book, the ancient science and art, or read the soul book, what we know as the achieving oneness with the higher soul book. There, Master has explained meditation on twin hearts in great detail, in full detail. So that is what you should read for a proper understanding of meditation on twin hearts. Here we have some additional information. Additional to what? Additional to what you will find in the Ancient Science and Art book and the Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul. All right. So just as a way of, having the right approach towards what we are about to read. So here Master says, when you do meditation on twin hearts, you become a spiritual conductor. Your body will become filled with light, hope, and strength. Okay, so conductor, what does it mean, conductor? Like there is the electrical conductor, like copper wires, they are electrical conductors. You apply electricity at one end, it gets conducted right across the wire to the other end. Similarly, when we do meditation on twin hearts, that means our bodies, we become spiritual conductors. We allow spiritual energy to pass through us. It comes in through the crown, passes in, down, and comes out of the hands and the feet. Also, you see, if you have noticed, sometimes the wire becomes hot as the current passes through it. Similarly, it is because the wire is absorbing some of that energy. Similarly, as the spiritual energy passes through us, we also absorb it. You see, in a sense, we become a medium or channel or passage for all the energies. Like we say, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. So we are becoming a channel of divine peace, but it is also getting absorbed in us. It is also transforming us. And when Master here is talking about your body, it actually, he is talking about not only the physical body, but the physical body and the subtle bodies. What are the subtle bodies? The etheric double, the astral body, the mental body, etc., etc. Yeah. And then he says, your body will become filled with light, hope, and strength. So, refer to the meditation. In that, Master uses the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. So these are some of the words, some of the emotions that are involved in the meditation when we do it. Now, one very important thing. The important thing is as we do the meditation, maybe you have turned on, you have played the CD and master is, his voice is coming and you are doing the meditation. When he talks about peace, it is important to feel the peace. When he says love, where there is injury, let me sow love. It is important to feel the love. Are you understanding? Actually, I would strongly suggest you must read the text on meditation on twin hearts in the books. Which books? The Basic Pranic Healing Course book and the Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul book. There, Master, what he says in the CD is there, and then there is more text. Master has explained. He actually explains in somewhat more detail the emotion that he wants us to feel. He keeps saying, feel this, feel the love, feel this, feel this, feel this. So that is very important. Otherwise, it will just be a mechanical practice. And in the next sutras, we will read many, many benefits. They will only come when those emotions are actually felt by us. I'm assuming all of us are pranic healers, so all of us have done the meditation on twin hearts. So I hope you can relate to what I am talking. मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप उसको समझ पा रहे हैं कि जो भी इमोशंस मास्टर बोलते हैं, शांति, प्रेम वगैरह वगैरह, वो हमें महसूस करने हैं. वी हैव टू फील देम. Otherwise, the meditation is just mechanical. All right, let's turn the page. We are on page 31. Let's start from the top. Through the practice of meditation on twin hearts, your internal condition is transformed. So we just talked about it that this spiritual energy will pass through our body, or rather our bodies, our subtle bodies also, and these bodies get affected. They absorb some of the energy. Their energies change, transform as this spiritual energy passes through us. So for example, if you are in a state of anger and you do this, you will find your anger will reduce, you will be able to relax, you will be able to smile, you will feel a little more peace. If you are in a state of fear, that will also change. If you are very stressed, that will also change. You will kind of relax, you'll be able to smile, you will be able to now experience more love and compassion to people around you as compared to before you had done the meditation, right? So this is what master means when he says your internal condition meaning your emotional mental state, that will change, that is transformed. And I hope you have observed that when you do the meditation on twin hearts. Yeah. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. When you do meditation on twin hearts, a lot of soul energy comes down. You become whole and more connected and one with your higher soul. So essentially, what happens. Your heart chakra gets activated, then your crown chakra gets highly activated. Now, when the crown chakra is highly activated, the spiritual cord expands, the connection to the higher soul becomes bigger and stronger. More spiritual energy from the higher soul comes down. The term illumination, this light, this energy that is coming down when seen by a clairvoyant is essentially pure light. So, light, your, your aura becomes lit up or illuminated. That illumination, that light is coming from the higher soul down. Now, why does master says you become whole? You see, you have to understand that we are many parts. There is the physical part, there is the emotional part, there is the mental part, and then there is the spiritual part. Or if there is one simple way of looking at yourself. You divide yourself into four parts. Number one, I am the stomach, meaning the physical body. So I need to eat, I need to take care of the body, I need to earn money, etc. Yeah, material needs. Second, I am the heart. Heart meaning, I need to have love and kindness and, empathy and, emotional connections with people around me. Because you may have a lot of money, but if you are absolutely lonely and isolated from whole society, you're not going to enjoy that. Third, you have a brain. So you want problems so that you can solve them. You want challenges so you can solve them. You need to grow. You want to grow mentally. You want to be intellectually stimulated. Yes, that is the need of your brain. But now just these three. So sometimes people who are in high profile jobs, very, very high lifestyle, they have these three. There is the physical needs are met, emotional needs are met, mental needs are met. And yet they feel an emptiness. They feel a lack of connectedness. If you are talk to them, they will say, something is missing. मुझे लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ मिसिंग है. Why? Because the soul connection is weak. The spiritual part is not being fed. So when we do this meditation on twin hearts, our soul connection increases, and that is where a sense of wholeness, yeah, that emptiness reduces, and we feel more whole, more complete. By using the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi, peace and love are brought down and can be used to heal your inner anger or hatred. When you internally forgive those who have injured you, then you are in a position to bless the earth, every person and every being. So, this is again, I would say, very important guidance during during the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Many different emotions, different energies are talked about. Now, I was saying just a few minutes ago, one needs to feel them. You need to apply them to ourselves because that is where self internal healing will occur. And also, that also reminds us the importance, the relevance of self awareness. If you know that, yes, I have these fears, if you are aware, self awareness hogi, तो I know कि मेरे अंदर क्या कमजोरी है. And that I can look for healing when the meditation is going on, when I'm saying the prayer. Just to give an example, if one of the lines is where there is injury, let me show pardon. Now, unless I have forgiven people in my life, my blessing the entire earth with forgiveness and spirit of reconciliation is not going to work. Unless I am able to feel love for people around me, my blessing the earth with love will not really work as well. तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि पहले उसको खुद अपने जीवन में उतारिए. फर्स्ट अप्लाई टू योर सेल्फ ऑल दोज लाइन्स इन द प्रेयर, अप्लाई देम टू योर सेल्फ वेयर देर इज लॉर्ड मेक मी एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ योर पीस. So feel the peace within yourself. First calm down yourself, then bless the earth. Where there is injury, let me sow love. So, like that. Matlab, I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say, that these things need to be applied to yourself. They will cause self internal healing and they will make your meditation more profound. Okay, let's move on. Meditation on twin hearts creates a bridge between the emotional love of the incarnated soul and the divine love of the higher soul. So the when one master is saying emotional love of the incarnated soul, he is referring to the heart chakra, because through this we are able to express love for people around us, family and friends and things like that. When he says divine love of the higher soul, he is talking about the crown chakra, because through this energy is what enables us to project love and compassion and so on to the entire world, to strangers, to all people. This is where will we get that sense of oneness with everybody. Yeah. So what this twin heart meditation on twin hearts does, Master is talking about a bridge. So this energy, the energy of the emotional love of the incarnated soul, is able to rise up and activate the divine love of the higher soul, the crown chakra. And if you remember, Master has explained this through diagrams also and in text also. The crown chakra is 972 petals. Yes, remember that? So 12 inner petals and 960 outer petals. The 12 inner petals correspond with the heart chakra, which is also 12 petals. So, in a sense, this is like it's like a mirror of or it is connected to the inner petals of the crown chakra. So, but the process of meditation of twin hearts enables us to bridge these two together. Yeah, connect them together. Okay, let's move on. Through the regular practice of meditation on twin hearts, your degree of connectedness and oneness with your higher soul is increased. The size of your spiritual cord becomes bigger. You are able to tap your higher soul for inner guidance, inner peace, and inner power. So, this is essentially the activation of the crown, which is achieved when you have activated the heart. So this also, because this, as this energy comes down, it does cleansing of the aura. There is the expansion of the spiritual cord. Therefore, there is an increased awareness with the higher soul. Now, by the way, all these effects, the activation of the crown and the heart, the cleansing of the aura, the expansion of the spiritual cord, this increased awareness, oneness with the higher soul, the effects are temporary. So if you just do it once, you will not see much change, after a little while. But if we do this regularly, preferably daily, then very soon the effects start becoming permanent. Yeah, the activation of the crown and the heart, they are increased permanently. The aura is permanently cleansed, or properly cleansed. It remains clean. The spiritual cord remains bigger. You continue to have this awareness or this feeling of increased oneness with the higher soul. Yeah. And when Master talks about the degree of connectedness and oneness, we are talking about both the quantity and the quality of that oneness improving. And then one very interesting thing Master says. He says you are able to tap your higher soul for inner guidance. Now, what does it mean, inner guidance? You see, this is why we need to talk about this, because this is very important in life. What is life except all the decisions that we make? Now, if you get inner guidance, if you get guidance from a higher source, perhaps your decisions will be better. Yes, don't you agree? Now, how can the higher soul, which is not living in the world, but how is it able to give us guidance? You see, think of it as something like this. You are sitting where you are sitting. If you look around you, you can only see a little bit. What all you can see is limited, and what you see is very much present. But imagine you are in a tower which is 50 feet high. Now, then, when you look out, you can see much more. Yes? Imagine you are in an aircraft 30,000 feet above the ground. Now you look down from the window of the aircraft. What do you see? You will see much more. So the higher soul, because it is at a much higher level of consciousness, it gets that view of our life where we as the personality are seeing very limited, but the higher soul is able to see much more. So it is able to give us better guidance. It is able to see, somewhere in an earlier sutra we talked about that once you have this connection, you are able to experience the past, the present, and the future, and they just become one experience. Think of being 30,000 feet high. As you look down, you can see the path you have come from. That is the past. You can see what you are above. That is your present. And where is the aircraft going? You are able to see all that. So that is what the guidance of the higher soul is able to give us. We are able to see much more. We get a bigger, better view of our life. I hope this made some sense. The meditation on twin hearts prepares you for the practice of higher meditations. So that's another reason for doing the meditation on twin hearts. It is a very simple meditation. I hope you agree. If you have practiced it, बड़ा आसान सा सरल सा तरीका है. How does it prepare us for the practice of higher meditations? You see, meditation on twin hearts is a simplified way. You see, what does meditation involve? Higher meditations. What do you think happens? First of all, you need, you are going to bring down much more powerful energy or much stronger energies. So your body and mind must be prepared better. So for that, what you need to do? You need to do exercises. You need to do breathing exercises. And then, if I use terminology of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you need to practice pratyahara. Pratyahara means turning your attention, your consciousness inward. Normally our consciousness is projected outward. You are listening to me, you are perhaps seeing me, things happening around you. Your consciousness is constantly projected outward. But pratyahara means you have to withdraw it inwards, because to do serious meditation, your attention has to come inwards. And then dharana and dhyana and sadhana, the control of the mind. So all that, when you start with the meditation on twin hearts, all these things, we have to do exercises, we do some breathing, your attention starts, pratyahara becomes a part of, you start experiencing or practicing all of these without knowing it. The beauty of master's teaching is you don't realize it, and you are already learning or preparing yourself for the higher meditations. And you see, higher meditations also require discipline. So that also you start developing as you do a regular practice of the meditation on 12 hearts. Yes? Okay, let's move on. Now, a new section. When the crown chakra is not activated, the connection with the higher soul is minimal. By blessing the earth through the crown chakra, it becomes activated. Now, again, I hope take notice of how master very easily gives us very important and very rare teachings. Like, for example, this one, just think about it. When the crown chakra is not activated, the connection with the higher soul is minimal. Have you come across this in any other spiritual school? Have you come across this anywhere else? This is very rare knowledge. Not many people know this. The relation between the crown chakra and your soul connection with the higher soul. Yeah. So, because only Master has told us that the crown chakra is the divine center or the divine chakra, or it is the entry point of divine energy into the system. Master is one of the few teachers who has talked about the inverted tree of life. I won't talk about it, discuss it, but you can read it up. Master has talked about the inverted tree of life, where this becomes your spiritual root. Now, even more rare and precious secret. By blessing the earth through the crown chakra, it becomes activated. So he's not only told us the importance of this, of the crown chakra, but how to benefit from it, how to activate the crown chakra, how to increase the soul connection. And he's given us such a beautiful and simple way. Just bless the earth through the crown. Can you imagine how, blessed, how lucky we are to have a guru like that? Yeah. We are living in an ocean of life energy filled with energy beings. When we bless them with love, we also receive their blessings. Again, a very important, valuable, and rare law of nature, or secrets of nature that we are learning. At one level, when you talk about life energy, when we say life energy, usually it means prana. So, one thing that Master is telling us is there is abundance of prana. Second thing is telling us is there are invisible energy beings in large number. Master says they are filled, the ocean of life energy filled with energy beings. So it's not like one or two or a few. There are plenty of them. And they are all around us. And they affect us. For example, healing angels. When you start a healing, I hope you do this, you must invoke for the presence and the assistance of healing angels. So they are an example of the invisible energy beings who are around us. Now, another thing that we are learning in this sutra is a law of nature. to receive. If you want to receive their blessings, first bless them. It is in giving that we receive. So, what do you do? How do we do this? How do we put it into practice? Every meditation, bless them and then ask them for their blessings. If you know, okay, let's say, I need the blessings from the angel of prosperity. So, after your meditation, you bless the angel of prosperity. For example, in some systems, they give names to them. So you bless them and then you say, okay, please, I request for your blessing. Try it and see. I have tried it, so I am able to share this from my personal experience. Do try this. See, everything that Master says, please try. Because without trying, you will not be convinced. And there is no, Master has always told us, we must always validate what we are reading. So I think a good place to stop today.